Oh, hold on. Let me boop shoop da doop. Hello, friends. Welcome. I keep forgetting that I have that little cover on my webcam. Anyways, I hope we're all having a lovely Thursday evening. Welcome in. I'm going to go through and say hi to everyone real quick. Hi, Savannah. Welcome in. Hello, Wheelie Gal. Welcome back. Natalie with the let's go. We love that energy. Loving it. Hi, Ian. Hi, Lizzie. Welcome in. Peyton, I haven't seen you around these parts in a minute, partner. It's so good to see you. And I'm excited to get some work done tonight, too. I am just shy of halfway through my red pen edit. I want to reach the halfway mark tonight, if possible. I want to reach page 235. I think right now I'm at like 190 something, but we're going to do it. We're going to put in that work. Hello, Radiantly Mars. Hello, just hanging out in the chat before I have to make dinner. Happy writing, everyone. Well, thank you for dropping by. We're so happy to have you here. Day, hi, Day. Oh, so happy to see you. Let's see. Hi, Jen. Welcome in. So good to see everybody. No worries, girly. Let me tell you, life just is like that sometimes. So I'm not putting you on blast. I'm just excited to have you here. Wheelie Gal. I saw that, Wheelie Gal. That's awesome. How do you like it? It's the place to be, don't you think? The Storytellers Society, I tell ya. It's pretty great. All right. Well, I will say I worked on my book a little bit since the last stream. So I'm trying to remember what my exact page number is, but I think I'm at like 190. Yeah, 192. And I'm on chapter 10. So if I can hit 235 tonight, that would be great. It may take a miracle, but I'm going to try my darndest. Hedgehog says, time to plan some action scenes. Nice. Oh my gosh. I have like a love-hate relationship with action scenes because I feel like I kind of like choreographing them, but I feel like then translating that onto the page is hard, you know? So, book has been kicking my ass, but we persist. Relatable. I feel that. Hello, nerdy glory. I'm new here. 5 more hours until I sleep. Happy to join y'all. We're happy to have you here. So happy to have you here. Feel free to drop any info about what you're working on in the chat. We would love to know if you have anything in particular you're trying to focus on tonight. But otherwise, welcome. Wheelie Gal says, I got more sprints in with the group. Nice. Yeah, and the sprint channels, they're really helpful. They're really nice. Okay. Radiantly Mars says, I hit 20,000 on my novel this week. Oh, okay, guys. I don't know. Do we feel like can we do a dance party before we spin the wheel? Do we have it in us? Do we have it in us? Because this is a 10K mark. This is a pretty big deal. Chemistry mind map round 2. Ooh, nice. Very nice. So are you taking chemistry right now? I'm guessing from your name you are. And that sounds very fun, but like brutal at the same time. Gotcha. Okay, we have it in us to do a dance break. Oh, yeah, we've got to do it because now we've got 2 friends that hit 10K marks. Natalie Jane Shields hit 10K in her draft 4 yesterday. So we got to do it for Natalie and Radiantly Mars. Peyton says, I've been tackling writing a bunch of new scenes that I'm adding into draft 2. Draft 2 is around 25K right now. That's awesome, Peyton. You're killing it. Yeah, I remember I took, and this is like probably very low level chemistry, very low compared to what you're doing according to your username. But yeah, I took chemistry because I went back to school as an older student, and I'm double majoring in computer engineering and business admin. And for the computer engineering side, I had to take chem, and it kicked my butt. Kicked my tuchus. Yes, everybody's making great progress for sure. Started new stories. I'm not gonna lie, I'm itching to like start a new one in the background a little bit, but I'm not allowing myself to do it. Yes, big congrats to Natalie. Okay, on that note, let's do hi Vic! Welcome in, friend. You're just in time for a dance party. We're gonna do a dance party for Radiantly Mars and Natalie Jane Shields, who both hit 10k marks in their drafts. All right, everyone cue up your emojis. You know what to do so that I'm not dancing all on my own. Okay? Are we ready? Oh, and welcome in Beth. I see that Beth is here. Let's see. Hi, Beth. Welcome in, bud. All right. Everyone got your emojis ready? Here we go. Nicely done, friends. Very nicely done. Oh, yeah, you know, I gotta go through the dance emojis. We gotta do a little highlight here. But that one went out to Radiantly Mars and Natalie Jane Shields. Great job, friends. Killing it. Oh my gosh. We love to see it. We're the only one we're missing is Miley's twerking grasshoppers. I think that's what she puts in there. I gotta figure out how she does that. I gotta remember. Oh, thank you guys for not leaving me on my own. All right. That being said, let's pop on over to the wheel so we can get a productivity sprint going. Shall we? Okay, y'all know the drill. Go ahead and take about 5 seconds to guess which increment of time the wheel will stop on. If anybody hits the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in their honor, and I'll grab them a trophy over on the main screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm seeing a lot of doom still. This is interesting. Okay, here we go. Okay, 35. Sorry, my mic did not want to unmute for a second there. Very good. Okay, I can start with 35. I can hang with a 35. Did anybody guess 35? No. Interesting. Lizzie and Peyton were close. And Beth. But yeah, nobody hit the nail on the head. Very interesting. Vic says, I'm working on a quite interesting scene where my character is meeting the god of evil and now she almost bit him. Oh my gosh. Yes, that is a very interesting scene, Vic. Yes, a good warm-up. Don't worry, Wheelie Gal. More will come. More will come all the way, I'm sure. Let's see. But let's get 35 queued up here. Okay, perfect. We actually ended on a 35 last night, so I already had it set up. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Bit him. Is this a... Well, never mind. I'm not going to crack that joke. Never mind. Not going to do it. But I love the concept behind this scene. He booped her on the nose and told her to bow. Well, she went for his finger. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love it. All right. That being said, friends, I have 35 minutes on the clock. I wish everyone the best of luck, and I'll see you on the other side. Here we go. Okay. So, didn't make a ton of progress. I worked that whole sprint. I promise I did, but I'm only on page 198 now. So I got all of like 6 pages. But yeah, and I keep like turning the book to the side, you know, looking at my little like marker and thinking like, okay, I'm so much further, and I gotta stop doing that because I'm not actually much further at all, and it's really discouraging to see the marker just like barely move, but that's okay. It's okay, we're getting there. And I keep telling myself too that it's a good thing that I'm catching the stuff I'm catching, you know, like it's frustrating, but it's good to look it over and catch it, because I don't want to be like the people that publish first drafts and have a bunch of plot holes that they should have caught, you know, or like inconsistencies. So this is important, and we'll get it done. But anyways, let me check in on how you guys are doing. Also, we had quite a few friends come in on that sprint. And I did want to point out, Nicole said, I'll be working on planning the first book of my trilogy series, which that's super exciting. I love the planning phase and hearing about people's planning phases, and especially outlining and that sort of thing. So that's super exciting. JK Lambo said, congrats, doing pretty good. Just been a long day with work, hoping to get some revisions in for Project Sugar and Spice and watch some relaxing videos. You know what? On that note, on the next sprint, I think I'm going to put on my little like Hobbit ASMR background video again while I work, just because I think that does kind of relax me a little bit and make it a little more enjoyable as I'm like trudging through this. So I think I'm going to do that. Thank you for the little tip, JK. I know you didn't necessarily mean it that way, but it was very helpful. Sarita, oh, and also super excited that you're getting in some revisions on Project Sugar and Spice. Sarita, welcome in, friend. Sarita said, hi, just working through my read-through annotations. Nice. So exciting. I feel like we're in a similar space, Sarita, like progress-wise. I think we're kind of at a similar point. Which is so exciting. Let's see. Natalie said, everyone remember to Natalie, you're so sweet. Natalie said, everyone remember to like the video. We got to get our girl monetized. I love having hype friends. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, I never remember to say like, comment, and subscribe. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It's much appreciated. Natalie, you're such a good friend. It said, finish dishes and hopefully we'll write in the next sprint, even though I'm powering through a fever. Oh no. Yeah, I'm telling you, stuff is going around, man, no matter where you are. Like, I feel like so many people are getting hit with colds right now. So definitely thinking of you and yeah, but luckily you write a lot in a very short amount of time. So you can catch up very quickly. I have faith. Innocent Hedgehog got 331 words. The first prose I've gotten like 10 days. Nice. And this is part of your action scene, right? Innocent Hedgehog. Christina said, hey, sometimes you do a lot of work on one page. Doesn't mean no progress. Also, hi, Christina. So happy to have you in here, friend. Yes, and that's true. I kind of was like rereading a section and contemplating how to change it, and I feel like that hung me up for a minute. But I think I figured it out, and I left myself a nice little like concise note for later. So I think I'm good. But yeah, that definitely hung me up for a minute, and that's true. That's good progress. So I should look at it that way. You're right, Christina. Day said, and thank you for that, by the way, Christina, for the reframing of that. Day said, I finally started my draft read through and made it through the first 2 chapters, and they're actually kind of good. Not surprised. Like, imposter syndrome will rise again, but right now she's quiet. Love that for you, Day. Love that for you. That's a great feeling. I'm genuinely so happy for you. Let's see. Peyton said, I read through my current scene and then ate some dinner, so I did nothing. You know what? I consider eating dinner productive, because you know what? In this world today, we're all so busy that oftentimes people forget to grab a meal. So we're going to call that productive. And there's always another sprint, Peyton. Well, I shouldn't say always, but at least for now, there's definitely another sprint coming up. Natalie did a bunch of laundry and sat down for the last 15 minutes, wrote 286 words. Oh, great work, Natalie. That's awesome. That's killer. What was that? We did a 35er? That's 286 words is great. And laundry done. Love it. Love it. I actually should put a load of laundry in. I don't know. It may be too late for me to do that now, actually, because it's almost 8 o'clock where I'm at. Like, I technically could do it, but I try not to do my laundry too late just because I don't want to, like, be loud. But damn, that's a good reminder. I'm going to do laundry tomorrow. Mark my words. Vic got 526 words written. Awesome job, Vic. In 35 minutes, you guys are smoking this writing thing. Jen said, I spent the whole time reorganizing Act 2 because the timeline is too compressed. Preparing to write new chapters and expand. That's exciting, Jen. Vic got to the massive revelation. Oh, so exciting. No worries, Jen. I think I got you. I know that I always take the comments with a grain of salt. If you have a typo or something in your comment, don't worry about it. I promise you, I'm not even noticing it half the time because I know you guys are typing fast. And usually I can, guess what you meant to write. But I do appreciate you saying that, Jen, and clarifying. But Beth got about half a page written in her notebook and is participating in a Fill Your Notebook challenge. That's fun. Love that, Beth. You always find such cool challenges. Sarita said Hobbit vibes for the win. They're like my favorite ASMR videos. That, and then there's this channel. I don't think it's called, I'll have to find, it's like Cozy Vintage or something, but it's like Disney vintage ASMR. When I tell you, I love it. It's like the best Disney ASMR background video that I've ever found. Like, and it's a smaller channel. I think it's not huge. So I do like that one too, but yeah, I'll put one of those on, but I think I'm going to do the Hobbit one. Wheelie Gal says, sorry, just got back, putting something on your wit. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, Wheelie Gal. Hang in there, friend. You got this. Vic said, in most books, the shadow daddy is the love interest. Here, he is actually the father. Oh yes, the MC is the daughter of the god. Okay, this sounds really cool, Vic. This sounds dope. I love it. Rachel Catherine didn't work on anything when I came in, but I'll hop into writing on the next sprint for draft 2 of my workplace contemporary romance. Nice. Okay, Rachel Catherine. Go off. I'm gonna write on the next sprint. We love it. Love to see it. Did some homework. Savannah said, did some homework. We'll need to do a bit more next sprint, but hopefully I can get some writing in closer to the end of the next sprint. Sweet. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a nice long one. We'll see. Thank you, Rachel Catherine. You're such a sweetheart. It's much appreciated. I really do appreciate all the likes and comments and everything. They mean a lot. Felicity, welcome in, friend. Oh my gosh. Nerdy Glory said, trying to connect completely different concepts together so that I have a bigger picture. Interesting. And then she said, how do y'all write so fast? I only wrote 3 words in my mind map, but that's my point of making my mind. Well, first of all, Nerdy Glory, you're working on chemistry, which I would imagine is a little bit less like train of consciousness kind of thing, so give yourself some grace on that. Also, a lot of these people write with me on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, so it's a lot of like practice, and they write on their own time too, like off stream, so these people do it a lot. Christina said, ooh, speaking of the Hobbit vid you watch, I watched the Lothlorien one. Yes, there is. I've seen a Lothlorien one, I think from ASMR Weekly. That's pretty good. There are some really good ones, but thank you for the tip, Christina. I'm going to look for one maybe on this next sprint. We'll see. Remember to make sure, yes, this is a great reminder from Savannah, everyone. Remember to make sure your chat is in live chat, not top chat. We don't want to miss anyone's updates or comments. Yeah, and guys, since this is the first break, I'm kind of like catching up, but on the next break, we'll do like a timer and we'll stay more on track. We'll do like a 5-minute break or something. But for now, I did want to just check in with everyone, see where you're at, since we didn't chat too much on the front end. Lothlorien, yes. Now there's a different scene I've been stuck on for ages. The action was the plan for if I still couldn't make progress. That's a good plan of attack, actually, to like jump around within the work if you're a bit hung up. Yeah, the Disney one, let me see if I can find it, actually, because it's really good. And I would love to recommend the channel because honestly, I don't think, I mean, they're a bigger channel, but they're not one of the huge ASMR channels. And I really like them. Hold on, let's do... Oh, hold up. That's a different one. Okay, it's just called Cozy Vintage. Cozy Vintage. And it's like Disney style scenery, and then they always have at least one of the cats from the Aristocats like somewhere in the scene, and then it plays like vintage oldies, and it's really, really helpful and nice, in my opinion. It's worked well for me. Okay. Highly recommend the channel Autumn Cozy, all human made and really detailed. I'm about to write that down right now. Boom. Got it. Is said what, and thank you for that, Christina, by the way. Is said, what genre is everyone's novel or any tropes your novel includes? Ooh, this is a great question. I'm going to let everyone enter that during the next sprint. And for the record, my novel, I'm still calling it epic romantic fantasy, although that may change. We'll see. But I still feel like that kind of fits this best. I don't know. I'm going to let that simmer. But epic romantic fantasy is mine. And there's probably a lot of tropes in there. I just don't know them off the top of my head. But you all should definitely sound off in the chat during the next sprint in regards to this question. Needed this to lock in today. Cameron, I think, if I remember correctly, and maybe I'm not remembering correctly, but last time I saw you, and it was a minute ago because I took time off because I got sick. But I believe you said something to me about like the next time you were in here, I should check and see if you were at, I believe it was 70K, but I'm not sure. But you told me to remind you. So I'm checking in, bud. Do the Disney one. I'm love Florida. Oh, from Ambient. Yes, I think actually that must have been it. That must have been it, because I definitely watched stuff from Ambient Worlds. Cocarina. Ooh, brass art. This is cool. Okay, hold on. Y'all are giving me a whole list here. I wrote down Ambient Worlds too, just to see if it's the one I've seen before. Okay, any words is progress. That's true. Yeah, I will say, I don't know for sure if the one that I watch is, I don't know if it's hand-drawn or not. I'd kind of be surprised if it's, I can't really tell. I don't know that it's AI generated, though. I think it's just like scenes from movies that are clipped, but I could be wrong. Ooh, nice, Felicity. Welcome to the Notion Club. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop us over to the wheel so we can get our next sprint going. Okay, everybody. Because we've been yapping for a hot second. All right, y'all know the drill. Go ahead and take about 5 seconds to drop those guesses in the chat. If anybody hits the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in their honor, and I'll fetch them a nice little trophy over on the main screen. Last time, nobody got it. So think carefully about what you wish for. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Here we go. Okay, the wheel's giving us grace tonight. It's giving us little baby sprints, but we'll take it. The way I see it, once we hit the little ones, we're just like knocking them out, you know, so that for the next sprint, it'll be longer. That's the way I see it. Now, did anybody guess 30? That is the question. Nicole guessed 30. Nicole and Iz. All right, y'all know what to do. For Nicole and Iz, I'm gonna get them a trophy. Oh, ignore that. Very nicely done, Nicole and Iz. You rock stars, you. All right, let me go ahead and get this queued up here. And then I'm going to give us our little compass too, because can't forget that. All right, our little sprint tracker, because we earn these puppies. You know what I mean? We earn every single one. Big time. All right. And then I saw Cameron said, you remembered. Yes, it was 70K and I'm at 65K. And 65K is pretty wicked close, friend. And for what it's worth, in that chunk of time that, since I last saw you, I got my book, right? I got the first draft and I was like, I'm going to zip through these red pen edits in a week. And I'm still here and I haven't even hit halfway. So, you know, it's just good to have a goal to shoot for. So I'm right there with you, buddy. You know, we're just still shooting for our goals. Okay. That being said, I have 30 minutes on the clock. I wish everyone the best of luck. I'll see you on the other side of 30. Here we go. All right, all right, all right. Well, your girl has officially gotten past the 200 page mark. I'm only on 201, but I'll take it. Happy to be in the 200s. Now, if I can just get to 235 tonight, that would be the dream. But I fear that may be too far-fetched. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it the good old college try, as they say. Also, it was so cool reading about like the people that dropped their overviews of their stories. Like Jen said, hers is an upmarket romantic thriller set in the 60s and 70s. Sarita's is a Maori mythology YA fantasy, which Sarita has more info about hers on Instagram, I believe. So if you're curious, you should definitely check out her Instagram. Peyton's Whip is a new adult paranormal horror featuring multimedia elements and chronic illness pain representation, connecting her character to the ghosts haunting her. Peyton, I believe, has a video about this actually on her page, which was really good. Gives a good overview of it. It's a really cool story. Miley also is not feeling well, but dropped by to share some love and luck. And we love Miley over here. So we are definitely wishing Miley, sending her lots of good energy and lots of well wishes during this time. Chris Michael got 703 words. That's awesome. Also, welcome in, Chris Michael. I don't know if I had spotted you earlier. Wheelie Gal said, I wanted to let everyone know using things like ChatGPT will make you angry and make your story sound weird. I played around with it one day and it said my character's parents, and they're not. Yeah, we definitely do not endorse any sort of AI or ChatGPT over here. We definitely like the old school, artist, like integral way of doing it. So, yeah, we definitely all put in the grind. Our stories are all ChatGPT and AI free, baby. Christina said, nice. Thank you, Christina. Wrote about 800 words. Said, hoping I can get to at least 19K by the end of the sprints. Nice. You probably can, because like I said, I'm pretty motivated. I want to do at least one more. At least. I'm hoping we get like a fat one on the wheel, this next time around. We'll see. See if we can. Rachel Catherine got 203-ish words, emphasis on the ish. Listen, every word counts. We'll take the 203-ish. Thank you, Ian. Much appreciated. Rachel Catherine said, currently revising draft 2 at the moment. That's exciting, Rachel Catherine. Beth got dinner in the oven. Next step in a few minutes. Nice. Margot. Hi, Margot. Margot said, hello, just got home from work. Oh, awesome, Margot. So happy to have you here. Let's see. Savannah said, I decided last minute that I wanted to change the entire prologue halfway through. So I'm currently rewriting 730 words worth of my prologue. Listen, I get it. I empathize. I am actually adding a prologue to this, which I'm going to take something that was originally in the story and move it to the prologue, because I just think it's going to work better that way. And I'll be curious to see when I give it to beta readers, like what they think of that, but I'm going to trust my gut and move it. I'm reframing like the first 6 chapters. It's not going to be a total rewrite, but the first 6 chapters, the events are going to get kind of like shuffled around a little bit just to make everything make a little bit more sense, I think, going forward. So I empathize very much. Thank you, Jen. Much appreciated. Rachel Catherine said, I forgot to drop my info, but mine is a workplace adult contemporary romance between a boss and his assistant/intern. We'd love to see it. That sounds great, Rachel Catherine. I love it. Christina says, currently rewriting this scene to work in some plot A details. So words are weird, but I wrote about 61 words at the moment. Nice. Yeah. They don't have to be, and this, I'm just talking out loud, but yeah, they definitely don't need to be perfect right away. Yeah, definitely like to use our brains for sure. Kara's Cozy Corner got 266 words. Awesome, Kara. Also, did I say hi to you, Kara, when you came in? Sorry if I missed you, but howdy. Welcome. Yes, much agreed. Old school's the best school. Come on, dude. We'll see if Doom happens. JK, I think you're just referring to people are just telling me congrats because I finally broke the 200K. I'm doing my red pen edits in my draft 1, and I'm finally up to page 200. So if I can make it to 235, then I'm halfway through my edits, my red pen edits. But we'll see if I get there tonight. Yes. Due for Doom. We are due for Doom. I filled in the artifacts and weapons sections of my world building wiki. Oh, exciting! Jen got a sweater because she's cold, then got an ice cream. Oh my gosh. Listen, we are complex humans. Words were slow, but Peyton got 269. 269 is great, Peyton. That's great work. Sarita says, oh, also, I just had a little breakthrough about my scene order, which I was struggling with. So winning. Listen, Sarita, like I said, I'm telling you, I think that's like the best feeling. I did the same thing with my first 6 chapters, and it is a great feeling. I empathize. So congrats, Sarita. Great work, friend. Blender Aid your story. I've done that at times. I'm not sure what Blender Aid is, but if it's anything to do with AI, I appreciate the tip, but I won't be touching it. But I'm not sure what Blender 8 is. Margot said, ooh, Peyton, I can't remember if we've already chatted about this, but my whip also has chronic illness / pain rep. So cool. Is shared a line. My blood is forbidden. Why do you think I could live normally? 1 drop would lead to my death. Might include context in a sec. Okay. Nice, that's great. My blood is forbidden. Love that intrigue. Jen said, forgot to mention my whip is about a 70s pop idol and a cult. Ooh, that sounds cool. That sounds great. They just put a new cult, well, I think it's a cult, like docu-series up on Netflix. I haven't been able to watch it yet, but it looks pretty good. Rachel Catherine said, I've had a couple people tell me it's a bit controversial, but what do they matter? Don't take it personally. I think romance is super subjective, and I'm telling you, there's going to be an audience for that. I'd be shocked if not. So I think no matter who you are or what you write, there's always going to be people that dislike your work. Like, I guarantee you there are people out there that don't like Tolkien. And it's like, so if Tolkien couldn't get everybody on board, I don't think anyone will. So you just need to write for what, write what you like. That's my perspective. Like, I fully expect when I put my book out, there's going to be some hate, because it's a debut novel and I'm sure it's going to come under scrutiny from some people. If people actually read it, I don't know. Maybe it won't, because maybe not that many people will read it. But yeah, I just think there's always an audience. If you like it, there's usually someone else out in the world that will like it, So, all day said, oops, didn't realize I muted my computer. Still reading through my drafts. Still think it's okay. Girl, I'm so excited for you. That's the best feeling. If you can read through it and feel like, wait, I kind of cooked, best feeling. Peyton's says, ooh, OMG, love that we're both doing that. Yeah, in regards to Margot's story, I think Margot's also in the Storytellers Discord, which I think you're in that one, right, Peyton? So yeah, you should definitely see if, I don't know if Margot's dropped any snippets or anything, but just saying, you guys could keep an eye out for each other's stories in there. Christina said, I think they're just referencing that they've scrambled up their story before about the rewritings. Oh, okay. I was like, Blender Aid your story. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Christina, for clarifying. Yes. It's a joke. You said, okay, gotcha. Sorry, Wheelie Gal. Gotcha. No, definitely got to blend it up every once in a while. I'll do you on Discord if that's cool. Oh, DM. Nice. Power balance. Yeah. That's just a very personal I think romance is super subjective in that way, honestly. Okay, Rachel Catherine shared a last line. The hollow empty train car was lit with its poor fluorescent lights as it rattled against the tracks. Between the sounds of the screeching and the off rhythm vibrations, it was almost impossible to fall asleep. I would love to fall asleep on a train. I could probably sleep anywhere, though, honestly. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm sure they do. I mean, I don't know where they are, but I'm just saying I'm sure they do. I feel like there are people out there that just like to be, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like devil's advocate. They just think it's cool to like go against the grain. And I'm sure there's people that are like against it. I'm just using him as an example because he's like the pinnacle. So I'm like, well, one of the pinnacles, I feel like. And so if people dislike him, it's like they're going to dislike anyone. Nice. Okay. Oh no. In my whip, there are 3 different types of blood, and 2 of the bloods, golden, dark, or forbidden, and are usually eliminated. And my FMC has gold blood, even though she's a princess. Ooh, dope. Love that. I love that idea. I love that it's gold too. Gold blood is really dope. Dope idea. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are going to connect. You guys would probably get along really well too, Peyton and Margot. I mean, anyone in here would probably get along well, but yeah, interesting. Sarita said, not a last line, but I had this giving Simba and Nala about 2 of the characters meeting in the chapter I just read. Oh, Simba and Nala vibes. We love that. We love it. Now I need to go rewatch The Lion King. Let me tell you, some of the music in that movie slaps. Scar is like one of the best villains ever created. I'm definitely too good. All right, we're gonna go over to the wheel because I'm getting distracted and I did not set a timer like I said I was going to. So anyways, we're gonna go over to the wheel. We're gonna get another sprint going. All right, y'all know the drill. Go ahead and drop those guesses in the chat. If anybody hits the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in their honor, and I'll fetch them a nice little trophy. You have about 5 seconds to do so. 5. And when we get back over to the other page too, I'm going to give us our little compass. Totally forgot that I need to throw that up there. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.5 and 0. All right, here we go. Okay, not a doom, but you know, pretty close. And I can confirm that JK put this in before I spun it. So JK got it. And also Beth and Peyton. Man, we had a 3-way win that time. Wow. All right, y'all know what to do. Give them their stars. Please, if you can. And I'm going to go ahead and get this set up here. Very well done. Nice work, Beth, Peyton, and JK. Very, very nicely done. All right. That being said, let me give us our little compass here. And then we're going to get crack-a-lackin' again. All right. I have 55 minutes on the clock. I wish everyone the best of luck. I'll see you on the other side, friends. Here we go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I made it to page 209, so I made like barely any progress, it seems. But I had to go back and add some stuff, like some notes to other chapters and kind of like cross-reference stuff from other chapters. So that one took me a hot minute. This is really a grind, but yeah, I'm getting through it. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I'm picking up on is like pretty detailed, like fine-tuned, detailed type features, I guess. So it's just taking forever. And to make matters worse, I'm literally like a page and a half from being on chapter 11, which is just like driving me up the wall that I didn't finish that, but it's okay. Doing my best. All right, let's see. Author Chris Michael got 1,182 words. That's awesome, Chris Michael. That's a great number. Savannah says, finished my prologue rewrite with an added 130 words. Awesome, Savannah. Thank you, JK. You're so sweet. Yeah, I made some progress. It's just not as much as I would have liked, but that's okay. It's okay. Rachel Catherine got 272 words, and this revision has to be like, ooh, yes, she's a writer. Oh, that's the best feeling, Rachel Catherine. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Rachel Catherine shared a last line. I wished I had been able to stay away just a little longer. I needed a sweet escape, but reality was calling. Oh, I like the reality was calling, like that little bit. Oh, so good. Yes. Read another Day says, I read another chapter and need to start winding down for bed. You've really cranked tonight, Day. I feel like you've gotten a lot done. You deserve like a good night's sleep tonight. Ian said awesome job to Chris Michael. Wheelie Gal got 142 words. Awesome job, Wheelie Gal. That's great. Christina said, phew, I worked through about 1,500 words, deleting like 21 words and cleaning stuff up. That was a great sprint for you too, Christina. You killed that. Felicity said, added characters and locations to the wiki. Still need to fill in the bios, etc., but it's a start. Yeah, no, that's a really solid start. The characters and locations. That's awesome. JK Lambo didn't get any words written, but I've been comparing word count of this MS to the previous one back last year, if that makes sense. Comparing word count. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Lessening the word. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Comparing word count of this manuscript to the previous one back last year. Yes. No, that's great work, JK. Natalie, where have you been hiding, buddy? Natalie shared a last line. He finds me at the front of the crowd, and his smile is vaguely proud. Something twists in my stomach regardless. Oh, so good. Something twists in my stomach. Oh, I feel like I can totally visualize that feeling, like in real time. It's so good. Christina shared a semi-last line. Kenneth demands the attention of the room, and somewhere deep in Sam's gut, a little boy is eager to comply. Wow. Christina, you're cooking. I'm sorry, Natalie. I'm just joshing. We love that you got a good dinner in, you know? We love that you got a good dinner. Yes, so good. And Christina said, for context, Kenneth is like a father figure. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, everyone's like, Natalie, give me more. Yeah, you and Christina both dropped bars in here. Without warning. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, no worries, Sarita. Natalie went and had dinner too. No, I'm just teasing. But, part of me is like really debating. I really want to finish this chapter. It's driving me nuts. But I'm like, do I have another sprint in me? I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys feel like you have one more in you? Because I would dearly love to at least be able to get through to chapter 11. And I'm so close. I think I'm literally like a page and a half away. Yeah, I'm so close. I mean, I started this stream being like, I'm going to make it to 235, and I'm only at 209. So that ain't happening. Listen, we love the honesty, Natalie. We love it. We could do a quick trivia question in a minute, too. Keep going. One more. I know. That's what I'm worried about. All right, we'll do one more. Hopefully we don't get a doom. No worries, Felicity. I get it. I really probably should stop, but I want to do one more because I just really want to get to chapter 11. Hopefully the wheel will treat us to like a 20-minute, a itty bitty baby sprint. All right, let me do I'll give y'all one quick trivia question, okay? One question, because then we're going to get cranking. Oh, this is a good one, because I used to watch this show quite a bit. Christina says, I don't know. Listen, it's totally valid, too, if you want to wait and see what the wheel says. Like, oh, the wheel can hear you. Oh, my God, it probably can, honestly. I have juice for trivia. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll do one quick one. Jen's in favor of a sprint. Teensy tiny doom. Oh my gosh. No worries, Savannah. Thank you for hanging out. And you did such a great job tonight. Okay, ready? This is this is related to a TV show. Okay, so we'll see. But this is a pretty popular TV show. I think you guys will get this one. Okay. What is the name of Jerry Seinfeld's neighbor and arch enemy who is a postman by profession in the TV show Seinfeld? I'll repeat it again, but you guys can feel free to answer if you know the answer. What is the name of Jerry Seinfeld's neighbor and arch enemy who is a postman by profession in the TV show Seinfeld? And as you guys are answering that, I'm just going to make sure I put it in the right side here. I think this is the correct side. Okay. We have a few people that knew. The answer is Newman. And he always says it like, Newman. It's pretty great. Yeah, if you haven't seen Seinfeld, Seinfeld is a show that literally, I think the tagline is, it's a show about nothing. So don't expect anything super spectacular if you watch it, but it's a good like background, a show to put on in the background while you're cleaning or doing dishes or something like that. It's a good like comfort show, kind of. Newman, that person. Oh no, not good flashbacks. No worries, we'll give it to you, Wheelie Gal. We believe you. Yeah, it's and I want to say it takes place in New York. I don't really remember, but it's a pretty chill time. Let me go ahead and pop this up here. All right. Now, let's go over to the wheel. And I'm having thoughts about what the wheel's going to do, but I'm not going to say them out loud because I really do think that the wheel, like, hears that shit somehow. So we're not going to tempt fate. We're just going to see where it lands. Yes, that's actually a great comment, Chris Michael. It is good to fall asleep to. Yeah, sitcom kind of show. Pretty chill. All right, go ahead and take about 5 seconds, drop your guesses, and you can guess even if you're not sticking around for this sprint, you can still drop a guess. I'm not going to hold it against you. But go ahead and take 5 seconds to drop those guesses in the chat. If anybody hits the nail on the head, we will spam the chat with gold stars in your honor, and I will fetch you a nice little trophy over on the main screen. Let's see, 5, 4, 3. Why are so many of you putting doom in here? Oh my gosh. I appreciate Felicity. I'll pray for a 20 for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, 35. Cute. I can do a 35. That really freaked me out for a minute. Because it was like slowing down near the doom. But 35, I'm very, very happy about in this scenario. Even though just about everybody else wanted a doom. Not everyone, but just about. I will stick here for all of doom, no worries. Oh. I know. Off by 10 minutes, I know. We're close, but not quite. It'll happen. It'll happen for us eventually. We've definitely hit it before, so. Nah, no, it's a rarity. The odds are slim, you know, but it does happen. And we've actually hit it twice in a row before. So you just never really know what's going to happen. But that being said, I'm going to go over and get 35 minutes queued up for us here. Perf. All right, now I will say this is going to be the last sprint of the night for me. I'm definitely going to tap out after this one. So for anyone that is hanging around, this will be the final sprint. And nobody got the 35. Chris Michael was close, but not quite. No worries, bye Beth. Thanks for hanging out. No worries, bye Felicity. Thanks for being here. All right. That being said, I have 35 minutes on the clock. I wish everyone the best of luck, and I'll see you in 35. Here we go. update on my end is that I finally am in chapter 11 and I got up to page 219. So I didn't hit my goal tonight of 235, but I've made some good progress, so I really can't complain. Wheelie Gal says, I stayed through all the sprints. Congrats, Wheelie Gal. That's great work. I admire the commitment. Also, thank you to everyone that said hi to Walter. He is a sweetheart. He's like over me sitting at the desk right now. But that's okay. Chris Michael got 709 words. That's awesome. Chris Michael, you've been killing it tonight. Margot got through 5 pages of her annotation read of draft 4. Margot, that's so exciting. Christina rewrote 203 words and then got distracted by her phone. Totally relatable. Sarita says, I made some good scene order revelations, so I'm happy. Nice. What a great feeling. That's awesome, Sarita. Cameron made it to 67K. Look at that, bud. I mean, you're killing it. I mean, that's 2K in a night. Let me tell you, it takes me hours and hours and hours to get 2K. So you're killing it. Wheelie Gal said, remember, don't be too hard on yourself, Evelyn. Any words is progress. Thank you, Wheelie Gal. That is a good reminder. I'm definitely my own worst critic. So, yeah, we'll get there. Slowly but surely. Okay, that being said, I do think that's going to be it for the sprints tonight. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I believe Alyssa in the Books has a stream happening tomorrow morning at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not sure what that is in everyone else's time, but if you go to her channel, I think it'll automatically, convert the time to your time zone. I am going to actually try to wake up in time to sit and possibly attend that stream. So definitely check that out. Wheelie Gal, yeah, 7 a.m. Eastern time. Wheelie Gal will be in the Sprint channel on the Discord, in the Storyteller Society Discord, if you want to get some extra sprints in. Otherwise, be brave, be a light, and I'll be here next year. I'll be here next week on Tuesday and Thursday again. I just haven't posted it yet. So just FYI, I'll be here then. But otherwise, be brave, be a light. Remember that you're so loved, and I will see you guys around the internet. Bye, guys.